Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ben. This is my 2022 Gen 3 KLR 650, and today we're going to see just how much weight my little orange piggy put on since new. So real quick, I'll go over anything that I think would have changed the weight of this for the worse or better, but I think to start off, it makes sense to let you guys know exactly what we've got for fuel in here with all of the capacity that can definitely drastically change the weight of the bike. And I believe I've got right around 30 miles burned off of this tank, 32.9. So certainly not empty, but obviously not full with 30 some miles and about 50 miles to the gallon. I guess you can do your own math, but we didn't even burn a full gallon out. Gallon's about, what, 8 pounds, something like that. So as far as actual mods, we'll start sort of from the ground up. In the back here, I've got a Tusk D-Sport tire with either a 3 or 4 millimeter inner tube in it. Up at the front here, I just switched over to the Motaz Tractionator Rals. This has a much better tread pattern for highway travel on a big bike like this. I've got a 3 millimeter tube in there, and that millimeter is the thickness of the tube itself. So they're, I think, either a severe or a heavy duty. The thicker they are, the more reliability you're going to get out of them, but obviously they're going to add a little bit of weight. If we look really far under the bike, you can see that I do have the boat anchor of a drain plug removed and replaced with the Tusk low profile drain plug. I don't think that's really going to even make a difference on my Amazon scales here, but I think it is worth mentioning. It's definitely worth replacing the factory plug that hangs down way too far. If you ride this thing off-road at all, that could easily get busted off and take half of your case with it. So replace it with a low profile one. Link in the description for the one I've got. The JNS non-damped brackets, and I don't know that these are really going to change the weight of the bike at all, but they are, I guess, a little bit thinner profile. Aluminum Tusk peg on here now with the springs. Lower Tusk crash bars that connect to the upper Tusk crash bars, and mounted to those we've got some really nice Tusk brackets that allowed me to mount these lights directly over the bar, which is really nice. These are just some aftermarket lights. I believe they're made by Nightlight. I've got a video on how I wired those directly into the high beam circuit, so all I have to do is hit the high beam switch on here and these will come on. Really makes it a lot nicer to ride on the road at night. Towards the back here, we've got the Tusk pannier racks. I don't have the bags on here. We'll just go kind of bare bones for this test. Underneath that, we've got the Lex pipe here. If you guys watched the video on that pipe where I took the stock one off, I weighed him, and it was a couple pounds difference. Not a huge difference. I think it was like 8 pounds or something like that. So a little bit of weight savings there. Moving towards the front here, we do have the Thermobob mod done to this bike, so that adds a little bit of hardware, maybe a pound or two, probably not a whole lot. We have the Tusk 7/8 to 1 1/8 risers here. Absolutely love that I'm able to use this Tusk fat bar here. That sort of gets rid of the little cross member here, opens the cockpit up real nice, and is definitely a much more comfortable riding position for the sort of aggressive riding style that I have. 12-volt plug here along with the little relay that you need to put in under there. I've got the Tusk heated grips, or grip heaters, whatever you want to call them. Aftermarket, squishy, rubberized hand grips, bark buster, hand guards, riser / GPS mount. That definitely helped with the sort of wind noise and definitely makes the bike look a bit cooler too. Eagle Mike fork brace up here. That is, I believe, made out of aluminum, so not super heavy, but adds, I guess, a little bit of weight. Definitely adds a bit of stability in the sand, though. Not a huge difference, but definitely noticeable. KFX 450 fender on here. This I put on here because the stock fender is sort of angled down a little bit more at the front and is a much wider profile, so that can kind of catch the wind a little bit more. This fender, I think, actually looks a lot better and definitely made the bike handle a bit better on the highway. Again, not a huge change, but noticeable. Bike is de-snorkeled and does have an aftermarket air filter in it. Just so we're being thorough here, if I tip the bike up to balance point, it is cool, just about medium oil level in there. Yeah, coolant is 53 degrees. I feel like there's something else. I can't remember what the heck it would be. Oh, there it is. The Camel ADV one finger clutch mod. I don't know that this is any heavier, I guess. Technically, this is a little bit longer, so I suppose that adds just a little bit. But other than that, I think that's gotta be about it. Nope, Nope, it's not. Extended shift lever, so I could get my big ADV boots in there. And this is aluminum, so even though it's a little bit longer, it's probably about a wash, and obviously not a very large part. All right, let's get this thing on the scales. These crash bars on the front and the racks on the rear here have really come in handy whenever I wanted to haul anything or when I maybe accidentally crashed the bike. But I've got to say, the thing that I like about them the most is honestly just that they give you such a great spot. Oh, I did that backwards. There we go. Ugh. They give you such a great spot to grab the bike, to pick it up or slide it or move it. So I guess we will be adding a block of wood to the equation here, but I don't really want to shatter my scales here. So I think we are just about as accurate as we're going to get with these cheapo scales. I've got them centered about as best as I can. So let's see if we can get these to activate and see what the bike weighs all totaled up here. So 111.6, 194.7, 175.1. Might as well go one more time here. $173.5, 191, 116.2. So there we are, right around 480. Fill the tank all the way completely up. You're probably looking somewhere just shy of 490 pounds. I think the protection more than outweighs the little bit of extra weight that it adds to the bike. Yes, it's going to add a little bit of weight when you're riding. Yes, it's going to add a little bit of weight when you have to pick it up, but you don't have to worry about crashing. You don't have to worry about pulling any muscles. You don't have to worry about the bike falling on you, because when it's all protected like mine is, if something goes wrong, all you really have to do is jump off, let the bike go. The hand guards will protect your levers. These will protect not only your plastics, but also the important bits on the inside of your plastics, like your coolant reservoir, your very expensive radiator, and all the other little electronics doodads that they've got right behind these plastics nowadays. So I think it is definitely worth adding this protection. I highly recommend putting crash bars on a bike. If you guys want to see the video where I installed them on this bike, I can put links down in the description. Same deal with the hand guards here. Actually, I can just do the whole playlist for everything that I've done on this bike. So if you guys want to check that out, take a look down below. If you want to purchase any of these products, it would really help the channel out and would help me make more videos if you use the links that are down in the description. Those are affiliate links, so they don't cost you anything extra, but they're really the only thing that allows me to make videos like this for you guys. So I do appreciate it when you take the time to use those when you buy anything from any of those sponsors. Just click a link, make a purchase, and it will help. Definitely appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Stay swanky. Get out. Enjoy this beautiful world any chance you get. And if you can't do that right now, here's some more videos to check out in the meantime.